Sing it with me if you know what I'm talking about. Ew, this is going to be so hype, party people. What's going on, guys? Andrew here with yet again another natural reaction. How the hell's it going, party people? It's good to see you. Really good to see you. Especially those top fans out there. How the heck's it going? Say, if you're new here, do me a favor. Go down there and click that subscribe button for me. You know why? Do you know why? Because I've got plenty of daily content for you, and I'm pretty much looking at things that you folks suggest. Yes, you silly. So click that button and let's be internet friends, and let me know what you want to see. And hey, I'm also on the Instagrams at The Real Natural Reaction, if you're into that sort of thing. Anyway, if you clicked on this, you know we're taking another look at 21 pilots. Not 23 pilots, not 17 pilots, 21. 21 pilots, party people. Anyway, this is a special shout out to people down in those comments like, let's see here. Shane JKE mentions a bunch of different songs, including the one that we're taking a look at today, which would be Heavy Dirty Soul, party people. And if I am starting to kind of feel Mr. Tyler Joseph, I mean, Heavy Dirty Soul is just talking about your soul, right? Maybe cleansing that thing or whatever, right? Because you got a heavy, dirty soul, you got to cleanse it or something. I don't know. That's just what I'm getting maybe out of it. I don't know, party people. I'm just saying things. But apparently this one is the beginning of a story, and I'm going to go through that. So thanks, Shane JKE, for watching. Of course, Eric Stockman mentions, was telling me about the black makeup on the hands and the neck from the Blurry Face album and stuff, and how it represents his insecurities and everything, and that's like really cool, by the way. Somebody else was saying, I think, that, you know, by the end of the show it starts to wash itself off, or it starts to come off or whatever, which means he's like sort of becoming free, right? Free of those insecurities and stuff like that, which is dope and cool metaphor and stuff like that. Pretty sweet. Yeah, and he's talking about, he saw somebody else mention do Heavy Dirty Soul and then the Trench trilogy, so I think we're going to have to do Heavy Dirty Soul and the Trench trilogy, party people. Of course, Sarah B down in those comments also mentions Tyler's insecurities with the Blurry Face character and all that. Let's see. Oh, Heavy Dirty Soul is kind of a prequel to the Trench trilogy. Awesome, letting me know that as well. So I figured I couldn't go to the Trench trilogy without starting with Heavy Dirty Soul, party people. And of course, Whoa-Hey-Oh down there. Whoa-Hey-Oh. I like that name. Says, for the next reaction, I recommend Heavy Dirty Soul. After that, you should really do the Trench trilogy. If you do react to these songs, Jumpsuit, Nico and the Niners, Levitate, remember, do it in that order because the music videos tell quite a complex story. The video for Heavy Dirty Soul works as an introduction to the concept. So apparently I'm about to be introduced to some kind of concept of a trilogy or something. Yeah. Oh yeah, Eric Stockman says I'd recommend doing a little research on Dima before we do the Trench trilogy. Do a Google search of 21 Pilots and all that. This person's still confused. Of course, I'm going to check it out. I have something pulled up here in just a second. Russ Ziegler down there says, oh yeah, responds to that and says that's good, but it's so cryptical, I don't really understand. This is the person who said they don't understand all the stories and aspects after reading it, so don't worry about confusions about the lyrics and the videos in the trilogy. I'm sure you folks are going to let me know, as you usually do, after I go through this stuff. Whoa-Hey-Whoa says maybe don't look up too much and don't spoil some things and stuff like that. But I don't know. I have a couple things pulled up. I appreciate you folks down there. A couple other people mentioned it down there. If I missed you, I'll get you next time. I apologize, party people. But I have the, I just typed in like Dima, 21 Pilots and everything like that. And it says, what does Dima mean, 21 Pilots? And it says Tower of Silence. According to Google, by the way. But I think I'm starting to like piece together how this is it's a whole like story or whatever within itself. But this is Tower of Silence. And it says, of course, fans jumped on this hint immediately. The word Dima, according to Wikipedia, could mean Tower of Silence, which fans are thinking links back to their tweets from the 21 Pilots account that showed an eye closing with the final tweet reading, and now I just sit in silence. Huh. That's interesting. I got to look that up a little bit. And it says, what does Dima mean? Dima it says equals depression and mania. That kind of makes sense, I guess, depression and mania. So is this cat like bipolar or something like that? If that has anything to do with it, depression and mania, I can relate and stuff like that, right? I definitely have go through like manic episodes and stuff like that, and I don't know, I'm kind of similar, which is kind of why I'm like feeling these cats a little bit, to be honest with you. Then of course this says, who are the 9 bishops of Dima? And it says Trenches City. Dima is ruled by 9 bishops, so that tells me that maybe this is some kind of city within the story that they're making up there, and it's kind of dope. And it says it's ruled by 9 bishops, whose names are Nico, full name Nicholas Bourbaki, based on a collective pseudonym of a group of mainly French mathematicians. Whoa. Andre Lisden, Kions, Riesdro, Sakarver, Nils, Vitamo, and Listo. I'm not sure if I pronounced those correctly, but that sounds pretty dope. And then it says, why do 21 Pilots wear the yellow tape? And it says, it's the color that all rebels wear. They're going to rebel against the Dima and depression. They wear the yellow to intimidate and threaten the bishops. Josh and others throw the yellow petals to protect Tyler from the bishop on the horse. So that's all I'm going to get into right now with that, but I feel like that maybe sets me up a little bit, and I feel like they have their own like city in there. It kind of is reminding me of like the Hunger Games or something like that, except instead of hunting humans, like the hunting humans is more like anxiety and fear and depression and stuff, and they're kind of taking a stand to that, and they're going to like overthrow this Dima, or the government there in this town, right? And they're not scared of them, like they're the rebels. They're standing for all of us or something with that thing. And that kind of totally makes everything kind of come together. I might be interpreting this wrong, but I don't know. I'm getting the chills, and I'm starting to feel like all of that come together, because I've seen those pictures where they wear the yellow and stuff like that. And now it's like to intimidate the bishops or the leaders and stuff like that, to be like, yo, I'm not scared, and we're going to stand up against this crap. That sounds dope. If I'm on to something here, let me know down in those comments. If I'm completely way off, I apologize. Let me know, and we'll talk about it. But I think that's a good intro for me. Yeah, we're on the Fueled by Ramen channel. Find 20 Pilot, directed by Andrew Donahoe. That name sounds familiar. I wonder if they use that same cat, by the way. What's this? Oh, this is the lyrics. There's an infestation in my mind's imagination. Nice. I hope they choke on smoke, because I'm smoking them out the basement. Ew. So this is not rap. This is not hip hop. Just another attempt to make the voices stop. Nice. So hopefully he's rapping a little bit right here. This is cool. I just love how they go back and forth between like crazy like rock to rapping to like just like their own style. It's insane. I'm going to shut up. This is 21 Pilots Heavy Dirty Soul official video, and I already got the chills because it sounds like a pretty amazing story. Yeah. Let me know if I'm onto it. Onto something. They look kind of young here, huh?
There's an infestation in my mind's imagination. I hope they choke on smoke, 'cause I'm smoking them like a basement. This is not rap, this is not hip hop.
Ew.
Another attempt to make the voices stop rapping to prove nothing, just writing to say something, 'cause I wasn't the only one who wasn't rushing to saying nothing. This doesn't mean I lost my dream. It's just right now I got a really crazy mind to clean.
This is sick. Every time I click on them, I'm like, Jesus Christ, this literally sounds just completely nothing like anything else. Even though there's rapping and he's slapping the drums and stuff, this literally sounds like a completely different song. Like, if I didn't know better, I would definitely think that this was a completely different band. I would not even guess that this is 21 Pilots. That's so dope. They do not stay in their lane, boy. That was a reference.
Not hip hop, just another attempt to make the voices stop rapping to prove nothing, just writing to say something, 'cause I wasn't the only one who wasn't rushing to saying nothing. This doesn't mean I lost my dream. It's just right now I got a really crazy mind to clean. Gangsters don't cry, therefore I'm
Gangsters don't cry.
therefore I'm
Ooh.
Can you save?
Oh man, that gave me crazy anxiety there for a second. I was like, are they gonna smash into freaking Josh right now? That was insane. I wonder how they like filmed that. It looked pretty real. I mean, obviously they didn't.
Can you save my heavy dirty soul? Can you save?
Can you save my
Can you save my
heavy dirty soul? Ew. That's sick. Is he wearing like a mask or something? Is he wearing a mask? Oh no, he's just got his, I guess that's his neck painted again, right? With this is his insecurities, which feel like they're like strangling him or something, right? Is that what that is? I think so. From me. It's sick, the car's going off, no wheel on it. Josh?
I didn't understand the thing you said. If I didn't know better, I guess you're already dead. Mine is zombies walking around with it been a hunch. Saying stuff like, you only live once. You got one time to figure it out. One time to twist
Got
and
one time to figure it out.
One time to think and I say we start now. Sing it with me if you know what I'm talking about.
Sing it with me if you know what I'm talking about. Ew, this is going to be so hype, party people. I can't wait to listen to this one again. I'm immediately going to listen to this afterwards. This is definitely going on the playlist. By the way, Mr. Josh is looking pretty jacked, sitting there slapping those drums and stuff like that. This is sick. I love how this cat's driving down the road and stuff, and there's just like, I don't know, some mysterious black figure driving the car, and he's just like on one wheel and stuff. It's just insane. This is like seriously a journey, like every time, just like to get into these videos and the songs and stuff like that. But wow, this is really cool. I like this.
Saying stuff like, you only live once. You got one time to figure it out. One time to twist and one time to shout. One time to think and I say
One time to twist and one time to shout. Twist and shout.
Gangsters don't cry, therefore I'm Mr. Misty Eye, therefore I'm Can you save my every dirty soul?
Definitely catchy already.
Can you save my every dirty soul?
Ew. Ew, this one's super catchy. I really haven't heard it before, but I'm like already into this. This is so cool. I'm so hyped right now. This is awesome. This is probably one of my favorites so far, and I'm saying that already, halfway through. I really am, so I'll go back a little bit there. I know you guys are like, oh, stop pausing it, you gotta listen. I listen again, party people, and we talk about it, and, you know, I listen to it more than just again as well. But I really am thoroughly impressed every time in 2020. I mean, I know that's not when this came out, but, like, there's been so many things that have been done in the world. It's like things are boring at this point, but this band, like, surprises me every single time. They just completely don't look at what anybody else is doing. They just do their own thing. Like, this is completely original and just so sick and unlike anything I ever heard. And that is very impressive to be able to do at this point in, like, human history, I feel like, because it's just, I don't know. It's like almost I thought it was impossible, you know? Like, I thought it's like, oh, it's just going to be another song or something, I'm always thinking. But with these cats, it's some kind of crazy musical / spiritual journey / nothing you ever heard before, because they do not have a lane. There's no way to describe what kind of music this is, and I try every time. I'm going to give up. I'm officially giving up, because they are 21 Pilots, party people. I appreciate you folks down there. You guys have been trying to tell me, but I get it now.
Inspires me like a dog inspires a rabbit.
Like a dog inspires a rabbit.
Death inspires me like a dog inspires a rabbit.
Like a dog inspires a rabbit. That's an insane line right there. Death inspires me like a dog inspires a rabbit. Like to run away, like, and get scared and defend yourself or something like that, right? Or like, you know, escape, defend yourself. Yeah, defend yourself. Wow. That one line just like messed with my whole entire day, probably. Just saying. That's insane.
Can you save my
voice is sick, right?
Can you save my every dirty soul for me? Can you save my every dirty soul for me?
This is sick.
Can you save my every dirty soul?
Man. Sick, he just jumps off the car. Ew, blow that sucker up.
Can you save can you save
Hey, I feel like I've seen pictures of this before, with the fire in the background like that and all that. That was so badass how he just jumped off the car and said, "Explode now, I'm Tyler Joseph." Explode car with my hand powers. Some freaking Tyler Joseph.
every dirty soul? Can you save can you save my every dirty soul?
Is this drum set really on fire? Or is that like CGI? It looks pretty real. Jeez. So what? He's like exploding that? Is that the old way? Out with the old and in with the new? Because he's going to get his soul saved, perhaps? I don't know, party people. I'm trying to figure out how this is a prequel to the next stuff. I'm sure you folks will let me know. The sounds made me feel crazy at the end, like in the fire. It's like... What was it, all in his head? Whoa, was it all in his head? Is that what it was? None of that even happened? Because he's just sitting there in the car getting a car ride and stuff like that. That's intense, party people. Wow. He looks a little different, by the way, with his head shaved, by the way. I think I like him better with his longer hair or whatever. Not that it's long, but longer than his head shaved. Unless there's a reason. Maybe there's a reason for that. I feel like everything they do is like pretty methodical or something, so maybe there's even a reason for his head being shaved. But wow! That was intense, party people, but I'm definitely going to need your help with explaining the whole story to me and how, like, what we're going to get into next time, because I think next time we'll probably start that Trench trilogy, because this is awesome. And I really got to say to this one, ew! 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 This one was dope. This one is probably my favorite one so far, by far as well. Well, not by far. I really like all of them so far, but this one's definitely my favorite song, and I'm absolutely going to listen right now. Can you save my heavy dirty soul? Sorry, that one really got me hyped. Yeah, let me know about this storyline and stuff too. I think I was probably on to something. Are they like heading towards this city? Is this when they first like are meeting up or something? I don't know, party people. I got so many questions, but I'm excited to hear from you. So let me know about it. If you're new, subscribe. Let me know what you want to see next time, either from them or other people. And I guess I'll just catch you on the next Natural Reaction.